Welcome, everyone! Today, we will be talking about nuclear warheads with facts and figure. Firstly, what is nuclear warhead? A nuclear warhead is the part of a weapon that explodes and causes huge destruction by using the energy stored inside atoms. It is attached to rockets, missiles, or bombs. The world is becoming more unstable, and the likelihood that nuclear weapons may one day be used is increasing, despite the wishes of humanity. The atomic bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 19 killed over 200,000 people. And those were small compared to modern warheads. Modern nuclear warheads can be 10 to 50 times more powerful than those World War II bombs. Now let's talk about which countries have nuclear warheads and how many warheads they have. According to the Federation of Atomic Scientists 2025, the main countries with nuclear warheads are United States, Russia, China, France, United Kingdom, India, Pakistan, Israel, and North Korea. Russia have total 5,449 nuclear weapons, in which 1,710 are already deployed and rest of them are kept as reserve. USA have total 5,277 nuclear weapons, in which 1,770 are already deployed and rest of them are kept as reserve. China have total 600 nuclear weapons, in which 350 are new launch silos in its northern deserts and mountains. France have total 290 nuclear weapons, and they are focused on modernizing submarine fleet. And talking about United Kingdom, they have total 225 nuclear weapons, and they are building dreadnought submarine. India have total 170 nuclear weapons, and they are building long-range missiles. Pakistan have total 180 nuclear weapons, and they are increasing their stockpiles. Israel have total 90 nuclear weapons, but they haven't officially announced about the nuclear weapons. North Korea have total 50 nuclear weapons, and they have enough fissile materials for 40 more nuclear weapons. Combined, China, France, India, Israel, North Korea, Pakistan, Russia, United Kingdom, and the United States possess over 12,300 nuclear weapons, most of which are many times more powerful than the nuclear weapon dropped on Hiroshima. A single nuclear warhead could kill hundreds of thousands of people, with lasting and devastating humanitarian and environmental consequences. Detonating just one nuclear weapon alone over New York would cause an estimated 583,160 fatalities. 32 other states are also part of the problem, with 6 nations hosting nuclear weapons and a further 28 endorsing their use. A tactical nuclear weapon is any weapon that has not been classified as strategic under U.S.-Russian arms control agreements. The Federation of American Scientists currently estimates Russian non-strategic nuclear warheads at 1,912 and U.S. non-strategic warheads at 200, including 100 deployed in 5 European countries. While these are often framed as smaller or low-yield nuclear weapons, these warheads can have explosive yields of up to 300 kilograms, or 20 times that of the bomb that destroyed Hiroshima. Belgium, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, and Turkey all host U.S. nuclear weapons. The United States insists that it maintains operational control of these weapons, but their stationing in these countries helps. U.S. nuclear war planning. In 2023, the president of Belarus, Alexander Lukashenko, announced that Belarus is now hosting Russian tactical nuclear weapons. China is building 350 new launch silos in its northern deserts and mountains. It has assembled 100 new warheads in the past year to reach 600 and is likely to continue expanding at that pace. Although China has a no-first-use policy, it may be developing a launch and warning capability, a sort of reflexive counterstrike. India may be developing longer-range missiles as it broadens its traditional focus on Pakistan to include China. North Korea is estimated to have refined enough fissile material to build 40 bombs in addition to the 50 it possesses, and has said it is about to launch tactical nuclear weapons. Pakistan, too, is stockpiling fissile material, and its nuclear weapon arsenal is likely to continue to expand over the next decade. The UK is raising its stockpile from 225 warheads to 260 and building a new dreadnought class of nuclear-capable submarines. Israel is thought to be able to launch nuclear missiles from torpedo tubes in its existing submarines. But as late as the Draken is believed to have a vertical launch system as well. All these nations, however, represent just 10% of the nuclear arsenal. The remaining 90% belongs to Russia and the U.S., in addition to being in the process of upgrading its nuclear-capable missiles, submarines, and bombers. The U.S. last year took delivery of 200 modernized nuclear warheads, the most in 1 year since the end of the Cold War. The estimated overall number of fatalities rose from 188,000 in 2023 to 239,000 in 2024, citing 5 major conflicts: Israel's war on Gaza, the Russia-Ukraine crisis, civil wars in Myanmar and Sudan, and subnational armed conflicts in Ethiopia. World military spending rose by 37% in the past decade, and by 9.4% last year alone, to $2.7 trillion. This is a remarkable and indicative development, given that Denmark and Norway have had limitations on NATO nuclear presence on their territories, and Finland and Sweden have a history of non-proliferation advocacy. Finland and Sweden have signed bilateral military agreements with the U.S. that came into force last year, allowing the U.S. to place troops and weapons, including nuclear weapons, on their soil. Poland has also signaled it is open to U.S. nuclear weapons sharing. Of the world's 193 UN members, 178 have now ratified the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. Last year, 4 countries ratified the Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons, which aims to ban all nuclear weapons, bringing the total to 173. Another 25 have signed the TPNW, but have not ratified it. 80 years into the nuclear era, it still makes absolutely no sense whatsoever to launch a nuclear war under any circumstances. Israel would use nuclear weapons if there was a serious existential threat, but it would achieve nothing. It wouldn't save Israel to do that.